On March 4, 2025, President Donald Trump addressed Congress, marking his first such address since leaving office in 2021. The speech, delivered against a backdrop of heightened political polarization, was met with a mix of applause and condemnation. Trump used the platform to launch a series of attacks on the Biden administration, revisiting familiar themes of immigration, the economy, and foreign policy. However, as with many of his past pronouncements, the speech was riddled with factual inaccuracies and misleading statements. This essay aims to dissect key claims made by Trump, holding them up to the scrutiny of verifiable evidence and expert analysis. Our goal is to provide viewers with a clear and objective assessment of the veracity of his statements, cutting through the noise and misinformation that often surrounds political discourse. Trump wasted no time in returning to one of his favored talking points: immigration. He claimed that February 2025 saw the lowest ever recorded border crossings, a statement easily debunked by official data. Records show significantly lower averages in the 1960s. Further, he inflated the number of illegal entries under the Biden administration, conflating apprehensions with individual migrants, and failing to account for repeat crossings due to restrictive asylum policies. Trump also repeated a misleading claim about New York City spending exorbitant sums on hotel rooms for non-citizens. While it is true that the city allocated funds to house asylum seekers, Trump's assertion that the entire $80.5 million reimbursement was for hotels is false. According to the Associated Press, only $19 million was designated for hotel costs. This pattern of exaggeration and distortion of immigration-related issues was a recurring theme throughout his address. Turning his attention to the economy, Trump painted a dire picture of the nation's financial health, claiming he inherited an economic catastrophe upon taking office. This assertion is demonstrably false. When Trump assumed the presidency in 2021, the unemployment rate stood at a relatively low 4%, and the economy had experienced consistent growth under the previous administration. While inflation was a concern, it was down from its peak and stood at 3% in early 2025. Trump's claims about the supposed economic ruin he inherited ignore the reality of the situation. His rhetoric appears designed to create a false narrative of his own accomplishments while discrediting the Biden administration's handling of the economy. Trump's address was marked by a series of additional falsehoods and misleading claims spanning various policy areas. He touted his imposition of tariffs as a boon to the American economy, contradicting the consensus among economists who warn of their detrimental impact on businesses and consumers, leading to higher prices and job losses. He also misrepresented data on Social Security recipients over 100 years old, falsely implying widespread fraud when, in reality, these instances are often due to data entry errors and do not necessarily indicate improper payments. On the international stage, Trump repeated a debunked claim about the U.S. providing $350 billion in aid to Ukraine while Europe contributed a paltry $100 billion. The actual figures, as reported by The Guardian, are closer to $120 billion from the U.S. and $138 billion from European nations, including those outside the European Union. This discrepancy has been repeatedly pointed out to Trump, yet he continues to disseminate this falsehood. These examples are just a glimpse into the numerous inaccuracies and misleading claims that permeated Trump's address to Congress. It is crucial for viewers to approach such political rhetoric with a critical eye, verifying information through reputable sources and fact-checking organizations. Subscribe to our channel for more updates. This is Newscope, keeping you informed.